Hey everyone, so last night someone asked what's the difference between Trust Wallet and Coinbase? And I wanted to give you guys a more in-depth answer than the one I gave you last night, and I wanted to give you a reference so that you could come back and watch this video if you forgot or if you still had questions. So the first thing we need to answer is really what's a centralized exchange versus a decentralized exchange? And I know a bunch of you may not know what that is, so I'm going to try to explain it as best I can. So when we're talking about Trust Wallet and Coinbase, we need to kind of talk about the companies as a whole and the products that they offer. So Binance offers a centralized exchange, which is Binance.com, and a decentralized exchange, which is Trust Wallet. On the same hand, Coinbase.com is a centralized exchange, and Coinbase Wallet is a decentralized exchange. So I bet a bunch of you didn't know there was a difference between Coinbase and Coinbase Wallet and what the differences are. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I have a chart here that kind of outlines the differences between centralized and decentralized, and this comes from a great article that I'm going to post a link down below. And really, the article itself gives you a really in-depth explanation of what the differences are. So in this video, we're just going to kind of go over some of the quick differences, and you can read the article to get more information. So when you look at a centralized exchange, you're looking at Binance.com, you're looking at Coinbase.com, you're looking at something like Robinhood. And as you all know, those sites are really easy to navigate. You can just buy what you need. You always know what your balance is. It's really easy to see what's going on. It's really easy to get started into crypto with a centralized exchange. It's really user-friendly. It's not scary at all. And those are some really great advantages to a centralized exchange. A disadvantage to a centralized exchange may be they're more prone to be hacked. You guys know those are really easy to just get into, and you don't have to think about those 12 phrases or anything like that. But that does make these exchanges easier to hack. It does make up for it in the ease of use, the liquidity of your money. You can get in and out of things really quickly, so that's nice. The transactions are super fast. You're not waiting for BNB to show up into your wallet. You're not waiting for exchanges. All sorts of things like that. Because of that, centralized exchanges are really the more popular way to get into crypto. And you can't really say anything bad about that. They're really easy to use. They're really easy to get into. But the security aspects are a little bit scary. But that's just kind of the price you pay. Decentralized exchanges, on the other hand, such as Trust Wallet, they're harder to manage. We've all been trying to buy SafeMoon or other things, and boy, there's a lot of steps, and it's really hard to deal with it. But the advantage here is that they're way less likely to get hacked. Also, they don't have access to your stuff. In a decentralized wallet, your coins live on the blockchain, and you still control them. And as a result, they're just yours. With something like Robinhood, you're not actually owning the coin. They own it. You're kind of just taking a position in it with them. You can't actually ever take your coin. You can't transfer it to another wallet. But in a decentralized exchange such as Trust Wallet, you own your stuff. It's yours. In the decentralized wallets, there's also a lot less regulation. If you've noticed, you just kind of sign up. They might ask you for your license, but there's not a whole lot going on there. And usually that has to do with the payment provider. With something like Robinhood, you're going to have to provide all sorts of information, your social security number. They're going to send you tax forms at the end of the year, all sorts of other things that you may or may not want to be involved in. The choice is yours on that. In a decentralized wallet, your liquidity is a lot harder to get into. So let's say you made a bunch of money on something. Now you got to convert it into another coin. You got to do all sorts of steps before you can cash out. So that is something definitely consider with a decentralized wallet. We're going to go back and we're going to show this picture just so you guys remember. So a decentralized wallet is something like Trust Wallet or Coinbase Wallet. A centralized one is Binance.com, Coinbase.com, Robinhood. So let's go over it again. In a centralized wallet, you have easy access to your funds. The liquidity is really high. It's super popular. It's user-friendly. And, it's really easy to use. So that's a great way to get into crypto. In a decentralized wallet, it's actually way more secure, but your liquidity is not as easy. It's harder to manage it. It's harder to get around. So you might be saying, okay, which one do I choose? Well, really, you're probably going to have both, right? A lot of the super popular altcoins aren't on centralized wallets right now. So if you want to have something like SafeMoon, you're going to have a decentralized wallet such as Trust Wallet. And if you want to get into Doge and things like Bitcoin, then you can use something like Robinhood, or I know a lot of people have gotten into Shiba Inu this week. You can get that on crypto.com. That's a centralized wallet, so the ease of use is there. So really what's more likely is you're going to have 2 or 3 wallets that do different things that allow you the access to get into all the coins you want to get into. So I just want to show you the websites real quick so you know which is which. Coinbase.com looks like this. They do also have an app. So when you go to the App Store, you want to make sure that you're looking at the right one. If you want to do the decentralized Coinbase wallet, it looks like this. It'll say wallet in it in the App Store. And then the Coinbase regular app looks like this. You can also access it through Coinbase.com. If you want to do Binance, this is what Binance looks like. If you're in the US, you're going to have to find the US version of this. Again, they're going to verify you. It's going to take a few days. No big deal, but you should be ready for that on the front end. And Binance's decentralized wallet is called Trust Wallet. It looks like this, and it's really easy to find in the App Store. And you just go about what you're going to buy, right? Like, so it just depends on what you're getting, which one you're going to use. They all, take a few minutes to set up, but it's not that bad. And once you get used to all the exchanging, it's not that bad either. I don't want to recommend a centralized versus decentralized for you if you're only going to choose one. That's definitely something you're going to have to choose on your own. But I did want to explain the differences to you guys. And if I've actually created more questions than I've answered, please be sure to comment below. I am more than willing to answer your questions. Also in the Facebook group, you can go in there and you can ask away, and I'm more than happy to answer in there. So anyway, hopefully you guys find this helpful, and I will talk to you guys later.